folks. How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you look so beautiful as always. It's good to be playing for you again. And the Iron Butterfly, Alice Cooper, my other band, Blues Image, and Classic Rock All-Stars, we still get together all the time and we play for great folks like you. So right now, first thing, let me thank the California Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for all they're doing for all the artists.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'll just leave you with this. They said, Mike, we know how you love to go up there for like 3 hours, but you can only have 3 minutes tonight. I said, 3 minutes? Come on, man, that's not even enough to tie my shoelace. But I said, I'll go along with it, I'll work with it, and we'll make it happen. And we are. We did a show just a few months ago with Laurie and her band at the Ritz Theater. You guys remember the Ritz Theater? Very famous place. Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't remember nothing. I'm just like, but anyway, no, I do. So let me start things off by dedicating this first song bit to all of you out there, your family, your friends, everybody. With all my love, to all of you. This is a beautiful theater. Yes, sir. California is just great. I love it. Southern California, and I'd like to tell you that my wife and I just celebrated 40 years married. My wife is the sweetest, most wonderful girl, and I'll just leave you with this one little story so we can rock out. She came to a job I was playing in Miami Beach with Iron Butterfly and said to a mutual friend, tell him he's my soulmate, that Mike Pinera, and he will be spending his life with me as his wife. I said, in your dreams? I don't believe in all that stuff. And she said, well, how about this? She opened up her garment bag. She had on the same exact clothes that I was wearing. Oh, I should walk through there, Anna? Oh, that's wonderful. I've never had to do that. She says, walk through the curtains.
Center stage, Mike.
You have to be careful what microphone you choose, because, you know, sometimes people overhear what you're talking about. And you don't know that they're listening. So you might say something like, oh man, I gotta get home. Come on, I'm gonna miss the ball game, man. I don't do that. You guys are my first priority, my first love.
Yeah.
So, here it is, right here. First hit.
Right, Captain Right.
Roll on the ship and band out there today. So nice. Okay, come around the back now, so get ready. 73 Minnesota, from San Francisco Bay. Got on the ship, here's what they had to say. All of them want to ride along to another show. We can laugh our lives away and bring much more. Ride, Captain, ride upon your mystery ship. You're made after when you're hanging on your ship. Ride, Captain, ride upon your mystery ship. On your way to a world that others might have missed. Want to teach you right, Captain Ride in Spanish, because after all, a lot of us are Spanish. Here's Navega, Capitan Navega. Quick version, here we go. Navega, Capitan. Navega, Capitan. Mira todos los amigos están aquí contigo. Navega, capitán, navega, capitán. On your way to a world that others might have missed. Come on, everybody!
Mike Pinera, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, que emoción!
Real quick, I just got to mention something regarding Carnival and the Headhunters. We have one of our, hold the curtains for a second, please. I got to name this guy here because he's here, lives in Temecula. One of the horn players that played with us back in the 70s and 80s. Also played with Neil Young and the Buddy Miles Band. Tom Bray, you got to stand up. One of the best horn players in Southern California, Tom Bray. Yeah, remember Neil Young. This one's for you, baby. You can close the curtains now. Thank you.
Back here!
Our next presenter is an actor and musician. He was featured on Seinfeld as the Soup Nazi and makes, remember, he was fun, wasn't he? The Soup Nazi. He makes many appearances, autograph signing shows, and Comic Cons. He appeared in movies, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, and many more movies. Let's welcome actor Larry Thomas.
Thank you. So, no, tonight I'm here to say Rick Derringer.
Yeah.
Rick Derringer, guitarist, vocalist, songwriter, producer, and my personal guitar hero. Rick rose to prominence as a mere teenager with the group he co-founded, the McCoys, when their debut song, Hang On Sloopy, became a #1 hit in 1965, and an instant classic in the garage rock era. The McCoys had 7 songs in the top 100, including versions of Fever and Come On, Let's Go. Now in 1974, Rick hit the US top 30 with his version of his own rock anthem, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo.
Lord mama.
Rick worked extensively with Edgar and Johnny Winter, playing lead guitar and backing guitar in their bands, and producing all of their gold and platinum hits. And he worked with the likes of Steely Dan, Cyndi Lauper, Weird Al Yankovic, and fronted his own band, Derringer. So, why am I introducing him to you? Because when I was a teenager, I heard the album Edgar Winter's Roadwork, the best live concert rock album ever, which Rick produced and performed in. And when I heard his version of Back in the USA, I said, that is the greatest guitarist ever. I love this guy. So when he came to Hollywood and did a solo act at a venue there, I went. And as I stood in the audience watching this guy playing guitar like a tornado in the eye of a hurricane, I thought, he's the coolest guy in the world. I wish I was him. But luckily for you, I'm not him, he's him. I'm me, and I get to introduce him to you. So it's my pleasure to induct my guitar hero, Rick Derringer, into the California Music Hall of Fame. But the fist that shook the world.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, this thing's beautiful. Well, hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. I've got a story about almost every person that's been inducted tonight. B.J. Thomas saved me from a sexual predator in 1966. And that's just one little snippet of a story.
God bless BJ.
Yes, God bless BJ, that's right. I got a Standell story, I don't want to go into that. But I've been affected and been affiliated one way or another with almost every person on the stage tonight. So I want to congratulate all of them, because they all deserve, the rewards that they get. And I want to thank all of you. I mean, we take it for granted sometimes, these kind of situations, these awards. Thank God it's not gold, because everybody's after gold statues. And to me, the best reward is going to come after we're gone from this life. It's not a gold statue.
That's right.
No, that's true. But it is a rarity to get these kind of awards, and I'm very thankful. It's very nice of people to do that. But I'd like to introduce you to my wife, Jenda.
Yeah.
We've been married about 25 years now. And
Almost 27, I mean.
almost 20. See, there you go. Always being corrected. But the truth is, when our paths crossed, I was in a bad trajectory. I was, some say, in the hands of the devil. I was taking drugs, I was drinking, I was overweight, I was eating all the food that I shouldn't be eating, and going through a terrible divorce. So I got down on my knees. I said, you know, you can still pray. You can still ask the Lord if if you need some help. So I got down and I went to a church it was in the afternoon and it was empty, and I got on my knees and I said, Lord, I'm in a terrible situation here, and if you see fit that I should be with another person again, then maybe you can help me and make sure that she's smarter than I am. And within 2 weeks, we met. So just a little, Lord answers prayers. But the reason I'm thanking her tonight is because from that point on, she changed that trajectory completely. I probably wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for her help. But she has helped me in every possible way. I take no drugs now. I drink no booze now. I eat good, healthy food, and I feel great. And I would just want to say thank you to her, to Jenda, for helping me in that way, for being my life support.
The year of Hang on Sloopy I was 4, and I was living in his town that he was from, Dayton, and I was in Dayton, but he was already moved on to Indiana. And because I was younger, what can I say? And I thought, what a nice guy, he doesn't care what her daddy do. And then when I saw his picture on All American Boy, I was in love. And I said, please God, let him be my husband one day. And 22 or 3 years later, he came to my own town. I never sought him, never asked any one person on this planet for an autograph even. And then he just clung to me, and that was that, because I didn't know he had prayed for me too.
And she still has that autograph today. So once again, thank you very much.
Writing and singing together.
Oh yeah, I should remind everybody. Jenda's a good writer and singer herself. And since we met, we've been writing songs. And we decided this year to compile some of the best of those songs into one album. And we created it together. And it's called Rock the Yacht. Rock the Yacht by Rick and Jenda Derringer. And if you guys want to hear what we're doing now, check it out. Thank you. No rehearsals. I wonder what key we're in. We'll figure it out. Do you guys have that drum intro? tour with Ringo Starr. And the first 3 nights of the show, I would tell how Hang On Sloopy was number 1, while Yesterday by the Beatles was number 2. So after about the 3rd time of telling that story, one of the roadies came back and said, "Have you cleared that with Ringo?" I said, "Should I?" They said, "That's probably a pretty good idea." So before I did the story again, I went in and knocked on his dressing room, and he graciously admitted me. I told him, I said, "Ringo, you're sitting right behind me each night here, and you've heard me 3 nights tell the story about Hang On Sloopy being number 1, while Yesterday was number 2. Is it okay for me to tell that story?" He thought for a few minutes and said, "I didn't play on either one of them." So I didn't really tell the story anymore. But that's the story. Let's sing this song. Hit the chorus. 1.
Rick Derringer, ladies and gentlemen, come on.
Hang on soon. Our next presenters are Larry Hicks and John Jerd. John, a concert promoter, has promoted concerts for many years. Larry Hicks is a musician and former musical director for the famous Coasters. Please welcome John Jerd and Larry Hicks.
He lives up in Atlanta.
How we doing out there? We're gonna put some little more energy in this joint for a minute. Tell you about a group you all know about already. Who?
He lives in Atlanta, Chris.
But it's my pleasure
That man at the podium
to
lives in Atlanta.
Leon Hughes, original coaster to the Hollywood Music Hall of Fame. For those who don't know Leon or the Coasters, Poison Ivy, you know that song, right? Along came Jones, Little Egypt, Searching. So without further ado, I'm not going to talk long. I got here late, so I'm going to leave early. With my love, I'd like to introduce Leon Hughes again. Leon Hughes, Senior, to the Hollywood Music Hall of Fame.